I want you to look at it. This is the ownership of mobile phone by farmers as a result of the program. When we started, 45% of the farmers had mobile phones. Today, 70% of the farmers have mobile phones, and you can see what has happened. Now, when people talk about other things that we are doing, one thing we are doing today is called tap card. I don't know if the tap card is here, but I want you to see what the tap card is. It is quite a revolutionary technology. Yeah, quickly, please. No, okay, give me the card and give me the iPad. Yeah. So basically, the way it is you have this card, and every single farmer in the country is getting this card. This card has all their biometric information, plus all the allocations for farm inputs they are going to get. It's on this card, right? Your photo, your fingerprints, and everything else. Every input retailer in the country has this Android-enabled platform. So in areas where you don't have mobile networks, you don't worry about that. We've already gone via that. You take this card, you tap it behind this, and you are in front of the input retailer. All your information shows within 60 seconds, you redeem your farm input and there is no network. And we are the first in the world to develop this near-field communication technology that I'm holding in my hands to you. And I want to thank the British government because they have helped us tremendously in this. And let me say that today, African countries need, from Kenya to Tanzania to Uganda to Rwanda to Ethiopia, they are knocking on our doors in Nigeria to borrow these technologies from us, including India, Brazil, and China. Think about it. A country that used to be called a corrupt country and fertilizers and seeds today is exporting transparency to the rest of the world. And I also want you to understand that the World Bank has just made a decision, just about a month ago, that they will take the Nigeria's electronic wallet system and they are going to scale it up into every single African country. This is the Nigeria people were talking about before. This is the Nigeria of today, and I think you should give it up to the president. Now, in terms of number of seed companies, some of them are here. When we started, there were only 5 seed companies in this country. Today, we have 80 seed companies in this country. Now, when we started, there was only 5,000 metric tons of seed total in this country. Today, we are producing 171,000 metric tons of seed. That is 34 times what we were producing when we started. And this is seed, not grain like you used to have before. In terms of investment in the fertilizer sector, because we cleaned up the sector, private sector are investing today into it. $5 billion of private investment has gone into fertilizer manufacturing in Nigeria from Dangote, from Indorama, and also from Notori. Think about it. We are turning that natural gas we have with some of the fantastic policies that the Minister of Petroleum Resources has on the petrochemical policy with the fertilizer policy. See what has happened, $5 billion of investment in that sector. Cassava, of course, Nigeria is the largest producer of cassava in the world. But maybe you shouldn't be clapping on that one. The reason is that we actually were not contributing much to global market in that cassava because we eat it as lafun, fufu, and all of that. How much of that can you really eat? How much lafun can you eat? How much gari? I like it, but how much can I eat? Now, we decided if we are the largest producer of cassava in the world, which we are, we must be the largest processor of cassava as well in the world, in everything. And that is what we decided to do. I'm glad that you all came here and you saw the cassava bread. You know, you will never, in my office is the only thing I eat for lunch. Anybody, if you come to my office, this is the first thing you're going to have. Now, I want you to see this bread is out of high quality cassava flour made in Nigeria. 20% substitution into this bread. When this president got up at the Federal Executive Council and he took bread up in his hand, some people were laughing and say, oh, what is the president doing holding up bread? What is bread? Now, well, here it is. We're spending $5 billion importing wheat. And think about that. That is money we should be using for education, for health, for infrastructure, and so on. We're giving other countries. We decided we will save 125 billion naira every year by substituting 20% of high-quality cassava flour in our bread. Now, today, this is what we have. I'm going to ask you ate it, right? So you tell me what you think. Don't sing about it yet.
I mean, it's so delicious. It really, really tastes good. Normally, I would eat my bread with butter, but you don't need butter with this one. It melts in your mouth. You do not taste any cassava, because that's the first thought, is that, oh, I'm going to be my breath will be apple smell. No way. It is lovely.
Now, I wish I could sing. I would have sang a little bit of song on that. But the point I want to make is that today, that is gone. You know, this president took the shot from the public when he got up and said this was going to work. And it is working. Now, look at it. This is ShopRite in Lagos. And you have so many of it. They are all outside here. You will see them all over. We have 30 bakeries across the country that are doing this fantastic bread and substituting, including a Pack and Shop and ShopRite and several others. Now, let me give you a secret. Today, every single bag of flour you buy in the country, right, already has high-quality cassava flour in it. Please, where's that slide? Who is showing the slide? Don't show me. Show the slide. Where is it? Next slide. Yeah, that's it. That's Golden Penny. You can see it over there. And so you can be sure that this is going well. This president decided that we should make sure that we can produce a lot more of the high-quality cassava flour. Look, if I hold the high-quality cassava flour in my hand and I hold wheat flour in my hand, you will not know absolutely any difference. It's not your laughing at all. It's a totally different kind of flour. This is what we are doing. The president has and council approved for us to purchase 6 medium plants. Total capacity 148,000 metric tons. That will allow us to produce a lot of the flour needed by the flour milling industry to continue to make this, and also confectionaries. They are being done now by the Bank of Industry through a facility we have with them. And the flour mills, as you can see, these flour mills of Nigeria, you know, they are doing a great job. I used to fight with them. I used to fight with every single one of them. But today, I am happy to let you know that the flour milling industry is 100% in alignment with the president on this particular issue. And just in another week, you will see a big event at which we are going to roll out all of their products. So just to let you know how it is working. Now, in terms of, I've talked about the 4.3 billion naira cassava fund that we have with the president. He gave us. We are upgrading small SMEs. We are upgrading master bakers. We are training them all across the country. And we are giving them change in their equipments. You know, look at this. Where's the slide? Whoever is moving this is not moving fast with me. Next slide. Yeah, this slide that you see over here is large-scale cassava mechanization. This is the first time that Nigeria is doing large-scale cassava mechanization. We're doing 5,000 hectares in 10 different locations. It's totally mechanized planting, totally mechanized fertilizer application, mechanized application of herbicides in it, harvesting, everything is mechanized. We brought in some Brazilians that are working with Nigerians. This is in Abraka. The governor Oduagon called me from this particular farm. He's now grown, and he said, I'm working right through this farm in my car, and it's as if I am in the United States of America, and this is Nigeria today on cassava. We have a lot of investors that are coming into this space. Look, cassava is gold. Cassava is gold. You use cassava for starch. Use cassava for sorbitol. Your toothpaste is made out of starch. And we're using that now to do that. Cassava for sweeteners to replace sugar that we are currently importing. Cassava for ethanol. Cassava for dry cassava chips for exports to China. God did not make a mistake when he made Nigeria the largest producer of cassava in the world. And so our work is to expand that and make sure it's working. And you can see the range of the companies, global companies, Unilever, flour mills, Nigerian starch company, and everywhere is going into cassava. It's a different ball game today. Let me talk to you about rice. Rice, of course, as you know, it's very important. I eat rice 3 times a day. I even like eating Rice Krispies in the morning for breakfast. But the problem is that we are using our population to make other countries, India, Thailand, and so on, very rich because we eat all of their rice. All that is changing under this president. When the president started, he said we should drive for self-sufficiency in rice. Look, if you are buying so much food of others, what you're doing is you're exporting jobs. You're